What's up guys, my name is Tom and welcome back to the Asturian Ascension. As you can see, we are jumping back into Crusader Kings 3 for the first time, and for me it's actually been about a week, but I've been playing different saves. But in terms of actually recording, it's been about a month, maybe even 5 weeks. So, why? Basically I've been moving rooms. I tried recording in my temporary room, which had like a hard floor and no furniture, and that's what the last episodes were, and I wasn't happy with the audio, so decided, hey, I might as well not put out anything if I'm going to put out bad quality, so that's why we're back here. But we're all sorted, I'm in a new room, and hopefully the quality is better. Now, I did realise that I actually said that we would end this series on episode 20, and I'm still kind of content to do that, because one, it's not Iron Man. Two, this is like version 1 of Crusader Kings 3. And 3, I actually have another save I want to do. And that save would be starting in Wales or Cornwall in probably the 900 start date, and trying to take England a la King Arthur. And that's because the actual story of King Arthur is not particularly English, and by that I mean not particularly Anglo-Saxon, but it's a Celtic or Britannic story, which is basically about the Roman, or the Romans that were left in England after the fall of the Roman Empire, which were like a pseudo-Celtic Roman people who had to fight off the Picts and the Saxons. And obviously they lost, that's why they're in Wales and Cornwall. But that's where the legend of King Arthur comes from. So I do want to do that and try to retake it for the Britannic people. Well, I guess Scotland and Ireland isn't retaking, but you get my thing. So that's what I want to do. I want to do that as an Iron Man, and I think it'd be a cool save. And I also would like to do that sort of role play. And so this could be the final episode, but I'm not sure because it's been a long time, and maybe you guys want to continue it. The other thing I want to say is there's plenty of games that are coming out, and I'm, one, a football nerd, and obviously a history nerd. So football game, Football Manager 2021, I'm very interested. I'll be playing it anyway, so I'll probably record it, slap some videos up, and see what you guys think. If it doesn't do well, it doesn't do well, but, you know, I'll have a ball, so it's fine. You got Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Obviously, I played Odyssey, and that was like 50 hours of gameplay, so it could be a very long series. It doesn't look particularly historically accurate, but it's an Assassin's Creed game, so I'm not sure how much I care. I do care to an extent, but I'm sure I'll have fun, so I'll probably play that. And you've got Cold War, which is very soon, and this is all in the next like 5 days. And I do want to play that because, again, the historical accuracy will probably be a bit dodgy, but I had a lot of fun playing the Modern Warfare campaign, so I imagine the same will happen with Cold War. So those are 3 new series that will probably come out on the channel, but I do want to keep going with Crusader Kings 3. Anyway, I've been talking for about 3 minutes, so let's get underway. Obviously, I've raised my army for some reason. I'm trying to attack Lisbon from the Swedes. And yeah, this is my first time jumping in the save in a long time, so hopefully I don't make any mistakes, but I probably will. Wait, my daughter is a bastard? But she's a what? My daughter is a bastard, but she's my wife's and my daughter? I don't get it. I don't get it. Oh no, she's not. Oh, she's my... Okay. I got it. She's my daughter. I'm gonna go to 4 speed. Jihad. Oh, this guy, that's who I want. Can I call in any allies? Yes, I can. I can call in the Basilius. Take a bit of prestige, that's fine. Oh, they're leaving. Oh, yeah, it's been a long journey. I've basically finished uni, I've got one assessment to go, but it's basically done, so that's why I'm recording, because I can, and I want to. And it's been a long time, and yeah. It's also 10:30 in the morning, so I'm drinking coffee, so if I pause, then that's why. Where did he go? Excuse me. I have... Oh, actually, you know what? Something very important I should talk about is that we've hit... I mean, the last time I checked, which was actually a while ago now, we were on 1,500 views on the first episode. And even the last episode was on 100 views, which is absolutely insane. In fact, 111 as of recording this on the last one. And on the first one, 1,582. That is absolutely insane. I never thought that I would get that on my first series. And so, thank you. You know, 38 subscribers, I don't mind that. Okay? But as long as people are watching and enjoying, then that's all that matters. My friends died, that's unfortunate. Can imprison people, that's not really important. This girl is very good at stewardship. Zahida, a free tenant renting some of my land in Cadiz, has pulled in an exceptional harvest this season due to her meticulous planning. She wishes to use some of her profits to purchase a piece of my estate from me so that she can build upon her success and grow more crops next year. No, she can be in my court. Is there any Cantabrian? I just want more, I just want more quick people. I mean, he's chased, so probably not. We'll wait. You can just chill. My son is an intricate web weaver. Wait, what? Why won't you accept? What? They already married? Yes, good. I am now allied to West Francia. And that war's over. Yep, fine. Oh wow, they actually have troops over in Lisbon. 8,000. That is significant. Honestly, oh, but she's a genius. I'll take the party. Unpause. I really wanted to get an MP going on this game, and I never found the players, and so that's unfortunate. But why are the Byzantines? Okay. I'm being raided to pieces right now. That's fine, I guess. I wish the Byzantines would actually do something. They're just kind of following me around. Their pathfinding's not exactly the best, is it? I'm curious to see what the first DLC for this game is going to be. I know that's not really something... Classic paradox for the Kingdom of Lotharingia. Why? What's the religion over there? Cathar. Aristu. I mean, I guess. Select a beneficiary. I will appoint. Who the hell are you? Daughter. Daughter. Cousin. Do you have a wife? Do you have a child? You do. There you go. You can be it. Yes. He is a hunchback, but that's fine. Let's march south. Honestly, do not remember what I was doing in this game. As I said, 20 episodes is my goal. But, you know, if you guys want me to continue and form the Roman Empire or something, then I can do that. Or I can try and I can do that on my own time and make a time lapse or something. I don't know. Whatever you guys want, really. My troops are clearly significantly better than theirs. We just walk into battle and they all die. And the new marshal, King of Navarre, I guess, he still doesn't like me. Why? Because he's my rival. But my spy master's decent. She really likes me, so we should be fine. Prisoners can be ransomed, can grant vassals to Galicia and stuff. Probably will do that, in fact. There you go, have fun with that. Got no army. Yeah, I've got no army? What am I talking about? I've got no commander. I love a morning coffee. It's so tasty. I know this is riveting commentary. Honestly, I've run out of things to say. I said it all in the in the 3 minutes of pause. And I also haven't played this game in a while. I'm very curious to see the difference between this save and the new saves. In the sense of, I remember a lot of people talking about Sweden being an issue because if you look at them, they're like everywhere, and it's not that the Vikings didn't do this sort of thing, it's more that they didn't do it as a centralized entity. They would obviously set up these settlements, but then they'd be independent, essentially. So the idea of, you know, like, look at it. I mean, you can understand it. They just didn't live like this. The idea that, you know, somehow this part of Spain is part of the Kingdom of Sweden just wouldn't have existed, you know. The idea of a Viking town in the middle of Spain isn't, or not in the middle, but on the coast of Spain isn't that far-flung, but definitely the idea of a centralized Viking entity is quite far-flung. Do I not have a physician? No, I do. Deus Vault. Yes. Stewardship's actually really nice. Like, I always go for Marshal typically because it's just cool, right? You're in the Crusader era, or the medieval era, and you go for, like, you know, martial, because sword fighting and that, yeah, movies and that, you know. But the stewardship focus tree is actually really good. I have seen a lot of players saying that that's actually their go-to now because it's just nice. You just get a lot of money and whatnot. And it's good. In fact, I was just looking at that thinking I should potentially switch it over to this. Changes courtier and guest opinion, but that's fine. Oh no, they have to march all the way across the country. See what I'm talking about? Like, the Byzantines should be more autonomous than what they are. They're just kind of standing around me going, whatever. We have discovered Reconquista. Nope, wrong button. Where is that? What is it? Is that Casus Belli monthly party? That's kind of nice. Do we want hereditary? Yeah. I might honestly get 1 yes and 2. I might ask him to join the uprising just because he's here. I might as well. Right? 0 piety costs. So. I actually had a thought that it'd be interesting that unless you were commanding an army yourself, that it should be semi-autonomous. And that's because typically the reason that a lot of kings were involved in the military is if you let someone else do it, then they would just come back and take your throne. Especially in the early medieval era, when the idea that your son inherited was not like that strong. Like that was honestly terrible English. I could have used much better than that. But like the idea that he's homosexual. I should probably look for. I was going to say I should look for a good alliance, but I have got 2 good alliances. So yeah, if you sent your army off and was like, oh, you know, here is, like, here's the army, it's under your control. Like in the Roman Empire, whenever legions came back, especially, like, particularly in the Empire, not so much in the Republic, but in the Empire, and every time an emperor died, and often it was because they were killed by, you know, their guard or something, then every general in the Roman military would have their legion proclaim them like imperator. So yeah. So the point is, imagine if in this game you could, when you gave your army to a commander that was you know, not you, and maybe not part of your direct family, then they were semi-autonomous, and you could give them commands, but like they wouldn't, you know, it's not exactly the same. And I think that would be very interesting in multiplayer, because you could give it to your dukes, and then they could just like not, if they're a player, they could just not obey you. They could do whatever they want. I don't know, just think it would be a cool aspect. Maybe something that could be turned on and off, because I can understand why it would be annoying, especially if the AI is like this bloody Byzantine AI. But in general, I think the idea is solid, because obviously, you know, we're living in a time where the telephone or the telegraph doesn't exist. Like, it's all it takes time to give orders, and they don't always communicate properly, and, you know, all that good stuff. I don't know. I think it's a cool idea. like a more... Well, I don't know. You have to look at the way medieval wars were waged. But, yeah, I think it'd be cool. And maybe again, it's got something to do with how much they like you. Like, if they like you 100, then you get to command them to do whatever they want. If they like you, then they'll, try and help you. But you don't get to tell them exactly what to do. Or maybe it has something to do with traits, like arrogance. If they're arrogant, they might be more willing, whereas if they're, I don't know, patient, they might rarely go into combat, or etc. I'm sure you get what I mean. I don't know. Wait, did they just take Lisbon? Oh no, someone else took it. Oh, that's painful. I was looking at it thinking we were just getting raided, but no. I'm gonna get abused as well for not helping in the Crusade. How goes the Crusade? We're winning. I mean, you'd kind of expect it, and it's fairly small. Am I already Crusader? No. Honestly, if... oh, Scotland. I don't want to fight the Scots. I will do what I must. Oh, my Spy Master's dead. That's never a good sign. Siege of Seville? Oh my god. We're actually losing now. Are you serious? Look at the army we have. Why are the Byzantines just following me around? Go do something. We don't need 20,000 soldiers to siege Lisbon. Like, what are you doing? Oh, Scotland's actually fighting them. Okay, I do want to fight Scotland, apparently. Another perk. Yes, give me your money. Well, we've won the Crusade. It was all me, I swear. I wonder if that became an independent realm. It looks like it went to this guy. It did. Interesting. That is interesting. That is the... I remember we had a claim in the Kingdom of Aquitaine at one point, and then it just disappeared for some reason. Oh well. It's what it is, I guess. What did I get? It's just making sounds. I don't know what they mean. I swear they haven't updated this game that much. I should know what I'm doing. Excuse me, I would like to... Hello? Yeah, I know. No, I just want I just want this 2.5k! I swear. Control click to only select... There we go. Come over here. Honestly, I swear, these populists are so annoying. I'm gonna come back to this point that I've been making in like every episode, in that how do they have so many soldiers? Like, I've killed hundreds of thousands of peasants at this point. Surely they're all dead. Yes, give me it. Finally. Did the Byzantines just run away? I think they did. Oh no, they're here. Yes, come here. Fight me. Where is your commander? He's over there. Why is this so hard? There we go, we've worked it out. Good job. They just follow me like headless chickens. Can't you do something by yourself? Like, there is a person who can convert culture, right? Is it this guy? Yeah, promote culture. There you go. In Seville, please. And there we go. The war is over. Hispania. That's me. My allies. Who are we fighting? This guy. Where are you? Where is this place? Up here. What are we fighting? There's attacker. How many soldiers? You have 414. I mean, I guess. Who are we actually fighting though? What are we fighting for? Oh, the war's pretty much over. The county of whatever. Do you really need me? Now is the time for peace. To rebuild this nation. Although it's not actually a nation. In fact, the idea of a state and a nation are not the same. Australia is technically not really a nation, because a nation's supposed to be one culture group. I guess you would argue that it is, that Australian is a thing, and it is a thing, but like, is it a thing? If a nation is multicultural, it's not a nation. There could be nations within the state, but you can't have a multicultural nation. By definition, a nation is a singular culture. However, most countries these days, which country and state is kind of similar, are nations, so they're called nation states, but they are not synonymous. Even though most people would use them synonymously. For example, the United States of America isn't a nation, although you could argue that it is, that there is an American culture, but I would argue that there's not. And therefore, oh, how did you die? In captivity. Oh. That was a good little spiel. So anyway, so like for example, the Austro-Hungarian Empire wasn't a nation. It was full of nations, but it was a state. Capiche? Does it make sense? However, at medieval times, you would argue that there is no such thing as a state, and that's because they didn't really have hard borders like this. Like, they do, obviously, but it's more for stopping the passage of armies. In terms of, like, stopping the passage of people, it doesn't really act, and therefore it's not sovereign. The idea of sovereignty comes around. I can form Portugal. That's kind of cool. Do I want to form Portugal? A little bit. Because I've never done it before. I am Aldefonso the Great. That's kind of cool. In terms of de jure kingdoms. Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. Should I just keep it? Yeah, I will just keep it. I've probably just made myself Portuguese. I have just realised that. I've probably made all my sons Portuguese. That might be an issue later on, but oh well. How are we going culture group wise? Yeah. Oh well. She'll be. Oh wow, look at that though. Oh no. No, we're tribal. I want to go back. I want to go back. Why are we so far behind in technology? Don't know. Don't know. That was essentially probably, I don't know what I've just said, assault, essentially. It's not exactly the smartest thing I've done. I want to go back. I want to be Asturianese again. Oh, we have ticked over into the 30-minute mark, and so that concludes this episode. As I've said, I am content to leave the series here. This could be the end, but there are two other options, which is we have formed, but we take de jure Hispania, which is very close, and potentially that's a good way to finish it, or we keep going. And if we keep going, then the goal will probably be to form Rome, because everyone likes the Roman Empire. Obviously, if we do end, then I want to start fairly quickly the King Arthur save, which will be an Iron Man, so we'll be able to get achievements along the way. And beyond that, we've got Assassin's Creed coming out, we've got Football Manager 2021 coming out, and we've got Call of Duty Cold War coming out, which I want to play all those games, but that will not be at the expense of Crusader Kings 3. So let me know down in the comments what you want to see. And from there, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.